Hey, what's going on, guys? Colin here with Red Beans and Dice, and today is going to be part 2. We're going to be finishing up the playthrough of the Ascent of Margath, which is the quest that we've picked out that we are playing. I have just finished up Act 1, so we are now on to Act 2. I've added my extra token into the enemy dies, and we have actually spawned Margath and Skydown. Now, at the end of Act 2, we are actually going to start rolling dice, and for each wild that we roll on our dice, we are actually going to move him up one movement closer. So we want to go ahead and kind of equip ourselves, maybe get some lore to lower his health when we fight him. But as of now, I am injured. I am over here in Dawnsmore, and I have my 3 actions to start out with. So let's get into that. Let's move, try to equip our hero with a little better items, and then we can go in and fight that mean old dragon and hopefully kick his butt, but most likely probably get our butts kicked ourselves. So, okay, so for my first action, if you don't remember from the first playthrough, I interacted with this token over here, and I got 6 points of damage put onto me by the Mooncat. So I am going to rest and get rid of that. Now, if I rest in a city, sanctuary, stronghold, or shrine, I go ahead and I remove all my damage points and I heal back up to full health. So that is going to be my first action. And then actually with my, this doesn't cost an action, but it's just something I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and spend one of my trophies, and I'm going to go ahead and equip this as my second body ability. I have 2 equipped. I cannot equip any more because you can only have 2 equipped while you have this number 2 here for the mind and the spirit, I believe that is. Yep. It's the first time I said those right, so go me. Okay, so we'll go ahead and discard that 1 trophy. I now have 9 health. So I have 2 more actions, and for my second action, I'm going to go ahead and perform a shop action in the Dawnsmore. Now, I can't afford anything that is over there, but they do have one of these cards, which I can pick up, and at a stronghold, I can just trade it off and get 2 gold. So I'm going to go ahead and perform a shop action. So that means I draw a 4th, and ooh, that would be nice. I would really like that, but I can't afford that. I only have 3 gold, so I'm going to go ahead and take this. I'm going to put these cards back, and I am going to move on. So that was my second action. And then with my third action, I'm going to go ahead and, you know what, I'm going to try to move over here. I'm going to roll the dice, see what happens. So I'll take my 3 movement dice for my last action, and I got 3 planes. Let's see here. You know what, I'm going to move right on top of that. So next turn, I can go ahead and explore that for 2 actions and just be right there ready to go. All right, so we're going to go ahead and move our timeline tracker up here, and it's landed on a quest. So we'll go ahead and draw one of our very cool but devastating quest cards. Okay, Dragon's Cave. This lair remains empty. Perhaps you can discover something useful within its depths. Story quest. Place 2 lore on this card. If there is no more lore left on this card, remove the story quest, the quest token from the board and discard this card. So you can spend 1 action to explore this hex. If you roll 2 mountains, take 1 lore from this card. Okay, that's going to be really good. I can actually re-roll my terrain dice, so that is going to be awesome. However, I believe that that is all the way up there. Am I right there? Yep, that's going to be all the way up there. So that is about as far away from me as it can get. But you know what? It's a quest card. We'll put it up in our little quest area, and we will move on. That is number 4, so we'll put that right over there. Perfect. Okay, now back onto me. I'm going to go ahead and interact with this token, the Explore token, for 2 actions. So I will go ahead and draw a card from there. And a young knave mocks. You and your mission. Margath has been dead for centuries, he jeers. It must take a brave hero to challenge him. Draw one card, one combat card. If it's an enemy, gain one lore if you defeat it. Discard the card. Or test strength or wisdom, or what is that? Strength or spirit to rebuke to knave the embarrass him in front of his friends, gain one trophy, and discard this card. You know what? I'll go ahead and... Oh, that could be tough, though, because the enemies are going to be tougher now. They have that extra dice, or the extra token in there. Okay, you know what? I'm going to do it. I need some lore, so this is probably going to be a bad idea, but I'm going to go ahead and draw that. I'm going to discard this, and then we are going to draw from our enemy deck, and oh, okay. You know what? It is going to be discard cards from the combat deck until you reveal an enemy. Fight that enemy. If it has it has +3 life for the duration of the combat. You cannot retreat. Take this card as a trophy after resolving the combat, whether or not you defeat the enemy, or explore to try and capture the beast. If you roll at least 2 of the terrain symbols that match your hex, take this card as a trophy. Otherwise, discard this card. Okay, as you can see, we are on the plains, or no, not the plains, but the valleys. So that's going to be a tough one. But you know what? I do have the reroll. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to roll 2 of those symbols and see what happens. So let's try and get lucky. And oh, you know what? I got it. So there's 1 and there's 2. So I'm going to go ahead and take this card as a trophy. And yep, okay. I get that as a trophy. Awesome. So now I have 1 more action left. I am going to go ahead and move. And I got some pretty good stuff. So I'm going to go 1, 2, and I'm going to land right there. And it is on a stronghold. It doesn't say I can't perform an action to get one of my goods. So I'm going to try and spend an action there in a stronghold to trade this card in for 2 gold. So there's what I'm going to try to do next turn. So that's his 3 actions. Now we're going to move this on up the time tracker, and it's going to be a blank spot, so it just goes right back onto me. So I am going to trade this in, and I'm going to grab 2 gold, and I'm up to 5 now, which means I probably could grab something pretty good from somewhere, hopefully. Let's see. Next, I'm going to move. I don't want to spend another action to fight Margath. I do not think I am ready, so I'm going to spend an extra action and try and move and see if I can get some more, something good. I'm not sure where I can go. Depending on my roll, we'll see. Okay. That was not very good. Not what I wanted. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and use my 1 free reroll. So let's see if we can do something better. Oh my God, 3 wilds. That is perfect. So I can go a number of different places. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and then I'll have 1 action left, but I can't interact with that because it takes 2 actions. And I'm actually going to train, which means I'm going to draw 4 skill cards. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Once per combat round is a combat action, you may remove a foe's blank tokens to deal the foe 1 damage. Okay, that's pretty cool. Okay, during an attribute test, you may use Fist. If you roll a wild while questing, you may resolve an outcome on that quest as if you had rolled its requirement. Once per turn, you may cross a river or move into a water attack. Okay, sure. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna keep all those and see what happens. You know what? Actually, I have this one right here. Once per combat round as a combat action, you may remove a foe's blank token. So, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna go. I have 3 different trophies. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna equip that. So that seems like a good deal. If they roll one of those blank ones, I can just do a point of damage onto them. So that sounds good to me. All right, so that was it for my third action. So now we're gonna move the timeline up 1. It's a little off screen here. I do apologize about that. I wanna keep the camera right here in the midst of the battle. So I am on top of this token. I'm gonna interact with that. That's gonna be 2 actions. So I will draw one of these cards. A farmer begs you for weapons to defend his home from bandits. Become delayed to protect the farmer and take this card as a trophy. Test strength to urge the farmer to put your own needs above his. Take a goods card from any market and discard this card. Okay, so I can either get a trophy or a goods card. You know what? Let's see here. There is a goods card that is up in the forge. It said from any market and discard this. So I could essentially grab this, I believe. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and test my body. So I'm going to draw from the skill deck, and I have a body of 2. So I'm going to draw 2 cards from the skill deck, and oh, I got one already. So I got a success. That's what this little star means. So I have passed. So I can take a goods card, take a goods from any market and discard this card. All right, so that was actually pretty cool because I need money. I want better equipment so I can actually kill this this dragon. So I went ahead and I grabbed this from, where is that? Forge, the forge way up in the northeast. So that's going to be awesome. If I can get to a shrine, which as luck has it, am I close to a shrine? You know what? There's a shrine right here. So I can just pop right over there and I can get 5 gold. That will be very nice. So that was my first 2 actions to interact with that. For my next, I am going to go ahead and move. I'm going to try to get right up to there so next turn I can go ahead and interact with that. Oh, perfect. Wow, I'm rolling so well. Okay, so as you can see, I got the wild, so we'll do that. And then I got a mountains, so I'll do that. And that was my third action. So it is time to move our tracker up, and it moves onto a quest card. Okay. The Dragon Cult. The Dread are a splinter cult that believe dragons are the divine fire of Kelos made flesh. The Dread believe the dragon wars were punishment for mankind's many sins, and that dragon fire will burn all the land and purge the unrighteous. They sound lovely. In turn order, each hero must flip 1 adventure gem face down. You know what? This is probably, if you're playing with 2, like, you know, I could flip that one over so that my opponent doesn't have the gem that he's obviously trying to track. So this one is a little moot because I'm only playing with 1. You know what? I'll flip that one over there. So there is that. We get rid of this. This one goes away. No more Dragon Cult. Silly card. Okay, so now it is on to me. I am going to, what is it? I can spend an action to trade this at a shrine. So I will do that, and I will get 5 gold. Boom. I am up to, what is that? 10 gold. Very cool. I might try to go and buy some more items. So that was my first action. Now I am on quest 1. Quest marker 1, excuse me. And there's some lore onto that. So let's see here. Place 3 lore on this card. If there is no lore left on this card, remove the story quest from the board and discard the card. I can use my last 2 actions to take 1 lore from this card and advance the time track 1 space. Eesh, that's kind of rough, but you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to use my last 2 actions since I'm there, and I'm going to grab a lore, and that'll make the dragon weaker, but at the same time, it's going to move this bad boy up 1. Ooh. Okay. So that was my last 2 actions that I used, and we moved it on up to the east side, deluxe apartment in the sky, and then I have to move it up 1 more because now it's on to the next turn, I believe, but that flips over all these tokens. Okay. And then it is going to be back onto us. So for my second action, or excuse me, for my activation, I'm going to go ahead and use my 2 actions 1 more time. I really like these. I want that dragon to have as little life as possible. We're going to move that up. And then it is going to trigger a quest event, a story quest, excuse me. But with my last action, I'm going to go ahead and resolve that first. I'm going to move. So I'm going to roll my terrain dice. And, okay, I got 1. I will use the wild right there. And then I'm going to go ahead and use the plains right here. And then I'm going to go ahead and use the, the valley right there. And then I'll use the plains right there. Okay. And that is going to be my last action. So now we have to draw the quest card, I believe. And young dragons. Okay, and in turn order, each hero in the wilderness either fights a young dragon or attempts to flee by rolling 1 terrain dice. If a hero flees and does not roll a terrain symbol that matches his or her hex, the hero is defeated. Oh, goodness. Okay. I can gain 3 gold or 1 lore. You know what? Let's go ahead. Let's fight this. Let's see what happens. Or actually, yeah, let's go ahead. Let's fight this. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. Okay. So we have our nasty little token that we add at the second act there. They're going to be coming at us hard. And I am going to go ahead and roll or cast my dice. So I got pretty decent roll there. I got 2 initiative. So let's see what the dragon rolls. And then also, if you remember, I have, when you engage a foe, do 1 damage to him. I will not forget that. So I'm going to put 1 damage onto him. Okay. And, all right. Oh, that is a lot of damage. Holy cow. Okay, so he is coming in hot with all of these damage tokens right here. So he got 2 initiative, I got 2 initiative. That means that I'm going to be going first. So with my first initiative, you know what? I might just go ahead and swing for 4. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and hit him for 4. He doesn't have any shield or anything like that. So he's going to be up to 5 damage points, which is very nice. So that does kind of leave me very limited. And then next up, I am going to go ahead and with the dragon, I'm going to go ahead and flip. Ooh, that might have been bad. Okay, I'm going to use this to flip that guy over there. And that is going to be my combat action. And then with this, I'm going to go ahead and use this to try and flip this. It says I can use a surge to flip this over, even if it's the one I just spent. Okay, so I got the ability to make them try and flip one of their tokens. So with the dragon's next action, I believe they would put this onto there. So that is going to be 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh man, that would almost kill me. So what I'm going to try and do, I'm going to make them flip this. Let's see what happens. So if I flip this bad boy, and I'll get it on the screen here. Oh my God. Okay, it's still the same thing. God damn it. So that's what that does. You can either flip one of yours to whatever you want, or you can make a enemy flip their dice. So that's not good. I did not do anything there. That is going to be 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm going to take 7 damage onto my character. And then I do have this +1, but at the same time, I only have 2 life left. So, oh man, that's tough. Tough sledding. Okay, let's go ahead and we will roll, as in throw these. And okay, I got 1. And then hopefully, okay. Oh, awesome. Okay, so as you can see here, they got 1, I got 1. It's a tie. They don't have any defense, and I can do 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can do 4 damage right off the bat. They don't have any shields. That's excellent. So I am going to go ahead and kill this dragon. Oh my gosh, that was really close, guys. So what does it say? If the hero flees, internal. Okay, I think I just get this. 3 gold or 1 lore. I'm going to have to think about that. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and I'll take the 1 lore. So slowly but surely, I am whittling away that guy. So right now I have 3 lore. That's going to drop his health from 15 to 12, make him much more manageable. But I do have, what is that? 1, 2, I got 7 points of damage on me, so not good. And that was just a quest card. We'll put that to the side. So yikes. Yeah, that was rough. That was a really rough card. But anyway, it is on to my turn. I am going to go ahead and move. I'm going to move, so I'll take my terrain dice. And I got a 3, so I'm going to move right into there. And then I am going to perform a rest action, and when you're in a town or anything like that, you can just go ahead and heal up automatically. That's my second action. And then with my third action, I am going to go ahead and perform a shop action. So I'm in Dawnsmoor. These are the Dawnsmoor items, and I'm really liking this one right here. But remember, I get to pick a 4th one and see what happens. Okay, that is kind of a stupid weapon. I think the sword I have is better. But I'm going to go ahead and spend 8 and grab this guy right here, the Wild Furs, +2 to heart. And then I have the ability to roll an extra, or to cast an extra surge. And then if you remember, if I get 3 of them, I can deal 5 damage. Awesome, very cool. So, and then also it gives me an extra initiative, +2 health, and then that's the double sign. So if I put something on there, I can double it up. I think this is going to be a very good combo. So I will go ahead and take my 8 gold. I'm down to 2. That goes back into the bank. Put our new items right over there. And you know what? I'm feeling a little more confident about fighting some of these guys. Fighting the dragon at the end. So we'll see what happens with that. So that was move, rest, shop. That was my last action. So now we'll go ahead and move the tracker up, and it's just a non-event. So I'll go ahead and find the token for my guy. Got it right here. Awesome. Very cool. Loving it, digging it, adding it to our pool. So now we got 5 little tokens. We're gonna start to do some damage, I believe. So, all right, so for our next action, I am gonna go ahead and try and move up to this one and then attack it with my second action, or with my last two actions, and get into another fight now that I'm feeling a little more confident with my attacking power. And then also down here in River Watch, there is also an equipment card, which I do not have, and it would give me an extra attack and the ability to flip anything and +1 power. I only have 2 gold right now, but I think if I can defeat a couple of these guys along the way, I can get a little more money in my pocket and see what happens there. So I'm going to move with my first action. So that's going to be 1, 2. I'll use these, and you can use any symbol that you want when you're on a road. And then that one I'll use there. And then for my second action, for my last 2 actions, I'll go ahead and draw from the combat deck. And I got a Moonbeam Cat again. Okay, we fought one of these before, so that is very cool and interesting. I don't have any magic damage, so that really sucks, but yeah, that stinks. So he has a weakness to magical damage, but I don't have any magical damage, so there is that. So let's go ahead and cast our dice. I mean tokens. I keep on messing that up. I apologize. And that wasn't the best one, but you know what? I'm just going to keep it. So there we go. Okay. And then we have our enemy here. We got the 6 for him. Go ahead and, oh God, that was horrible. Let me let me see if I can, there we go. All right. So that was a little better. Ooh, he got 1, 2, 3. So he's going to be, or actually I got 1, 2, 3. He got 1, 2, 3. So it is a tie. So I'm going to be going first. And with my first one, I'm going to go ahead and put this onto that. Oh, and I have my marksman. I keep on forgetting that whenever you engage a foe. So I'll go ahead and put that right onto him. And then let's see here. Okay, I'm going to stack that up there. And that'll be that. Now with the Moonbeam Cat, I'm sorry. Let's see here. Full Moon, I could use that. Recast up to 3 of your spent tokens. You know what? He hasn't spent any tokens. I could have him discard a skill at random from his or her hand, but that's not really... I might just do 1 damage. Do 1 damage onto my character. Now flip that over while don't forget about it. So 1 damage onto me. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit for 4, 5. And so then they would block 1. So that's only going to be 4 damage onto the Moonbeam Cat. Brings the cat up to 5 damage. These go away. And then, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and... Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and cast these again. I can use these to Full Moon, recast up to 3 of your spent tokens. So right now they have 2. So I'm going to go ahead and cast them again. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and use this. I use these to recast. I'm going to use this one to have them flip over this one right there. So, still a shield. Okay, so that is there. I'm going to use this, and I'm going to go ahead and recast 1 of my spent tokens. So I'll go ahead and use that to cast that. And I get a little zerp zerp. With this, I'm going to go ahead and use them. They're going to use that to flip that over. It's getting a little hairy here, guys. Sorry about that, but combat's a little intense. And then with this one, I don't think I can do anything of that. Yeah, I do have the ability to recast all of yours and your foe's unspent tokens, but I don't think I want to do that. So I'm going to pass, and then actually I'm going to go ahead and let them hit me for a damage. So that'll be 2 onto me. And then I can actually take this and do a damage onto them, but they have a shield, so they're going to block that. I have the once per combat round as a combat action, you may remove one of your foe's little blank symbols. Oh wait, 1 second. That cannot be blocked. Okay, perfect. Okay, so that's going to be 6 damage onto the Moonbeam Cat. And that will do it. So that cannot be blocked. Glad I got that skill and actually read the card. Okay, I'll get that as a trophy. And then I will go ahead and get 2 gold. So I'm up to 6. And I believe I moved, explored. I'll put these onto my character. And that is going to be it for my turn. So I'll move it up 1. And then I get my 3 actions again. And I will go and try to move. So I will go 1, 2, 3. And I'll use this one to move on to there. I can use any one while I'm on a road. And then the wild I'll use to get right to there. And with my last 2 actions, I'll interact with that gem, the social gem, and then draw our card. Heresy. The event froths with heresy, or the travelers froth with heresy. The dragons will cleanse the world, the prophet he showed me. Gaze into the flames. Rumor. Keep this card. You may spend 1 action to explore north or south Red Bridge and visit the prophet. If you roll a wild, either gain 1 lore and discard this card or take this as a trophy. Or if you have at least 2 lore, test, test spirit, rebuke the traveler and take this card as a trophy. Okay, well I have 3 lore. Ooh, my spirit is only 1 though. I do have some cards I wouldn't mind getting rid of to exert. The north or south Red Bridge. I guess that's all the way up here. I think I'm just gonna test. I'm just gonna test my spirit. We'll see what happens there. So I normally have 1 to my spirit. So I will draw the top card, and you know what? I got a success. So booyah. So I will take this as a trophy, and that is gonna be that. Okay. So I moved. I interacted. That's my 1 actions to move. 2 to interact with that, so that was my 3rd. So now we'll move the time tracker up. Oh my goodness, and then this dragon is going to start moving as soon as it gets all the way up. So we are going to draw a quest card. Let's see here. When all of Terranoth is threatened, the Council of 13 acts as 1 to protect the realm. With the return of the High Lord Margath, the barons are offering a bounty on dragon lore in hopes that some brave adventurer will discover the secret to Margath's defeat. Each hero gains 1 gold for each lore he or she has. Then each hero who does not have any lore gains 1 lore. Okay, awesome. So I have 3 lore. That's going to be 3 gold to me. Okay, awesome. I'm very excited about that. Actually worked out for me. So I'll take some money, and I got 7. So now I can go ahead and move my little character on. So I'm trying to go down here to Riverwatch, excuse me, and they got some really cool cards down here. I could get that, or I could try to get 2 more gold to flip to get this bad boy. That's a double symbol, and then the extra 2 surges could be very, very crucial for triggering my hidden power ability in my thing there. So we will see what is going on. The extra damage up there would be nice, but yeah, Okay, we'll see what happens. We'll see how the game plays out. So I got I got my 3 actions. I'm going to use my first one to move, and I'm going to try to go down here to Riverwatch. I'll move the camera here so you guys can see it. And I got a pretty crappy roll, but I can move there with that, and then these 2 just like that. And then for my second action, I'll go ahead and use the movement action again. And 1, 2, 3. So moving into Riverwatch, and then got 7. So I could, yeah, I'll do a shop action. And I will be able to pick from these 3, and then I will grab another one. Oh, holy smokes. Okay, trigger a, you know what, I don't have enough money for that. Okay. I think I'm just going to get the claw hand because I got to start moving back there to try to intercept that dragon as he moves. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and grab the claw hand. So I will pick that token out and add it to our abilities. That costs 6 gold, so I am down to 1. And you know what? It might not even be a bad idea to move up here, grab that, and then I can try to intercept that dragon before he gets to Tamalier. Hopefully I don't roll a bunch of wilds, because remember, he moves in 2 turns. Each wild that I roll out of 5 dice, he moves all the way and is trying to get to Tamalier, so there is that. And then I also have 2 wounds on me. I might want to heal that up. Seems like a good idea when you're fighting a dragon. So that's going to be my third action. I am going to go ahead and move it up 1. And then next turn will be the end of the second act, and this guy will start to move all the way up. So I really got to hustle. So with my third, or my activation, my first one, I'm going to go ahead and rest. And I'll get rid of these 2 damage points. And with my second action, I'll go ahead and, you know what, I'm going to train. Because I actually have 3 trophies. And if I can get something good, once per combat round, as a combat action, you may exert to flip one of your tokens. You may immediately take another combat action. You know what? That looks like the winner. Okay, so I will keep that one, and I will get rid of these other 3 ones. You can only have 4 at a time unless you get an extra ability. So I'll get rid of those. So I rested, trained, and now I'm going to go ahead and move. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. And that is going to be it for my turn. And then also, this doesn't cost an action. I'm going to go ahead and play my 3 trophy cards that I have here. And I'm going to go ahead and equip that ability because it seems like a good idea. Get rid of my cards. And guess what? It's the end of the second act. So let's look at our scenario card here. After Act 2 ends, whenever the time track would advance, the first player rolls 5 terrain dice instead. Move Margath 1 hex towards Tamalier for each wild rolled. If Margath reaches Tamalier, all heroes lose the game. So I have to get into a fight with this little draggy dragon before he can reach right up there. And I'm just going to go for it. I might try to get this last one. He would get an extra roll, depending on when he goes. Okay, let's read this. I'm not sure if he gets one now. After Act 2 ends, whenever the time track... Okay, so it's on the beginning over here. And then when it moves, I believe he gets 5 dice, and any wilds move him up 1. So I'm going to go ahead and risk it. I'm going to use my move action. And I'm going to try to get over here and use 2 actions to search that and get a lure. So that would be devastating because he's trying to move up there, but we will see. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, I'm going to use the water the wild to move on the water. And then that, I'm going to use the valley. And then I'm going to use the other valley. And that's my first action. And let's see here. That is unfortunate. Okay, I'm going to, or actually no, I'll move here. I'll move 1, 2, 3, and that's my first action. And with my second action, I will go ahead and interact with this. And we are going to read one of these. Okay, Savior of Terranoth. An impassioned youth tells the deeds of a mighty hero. The youth believes that the gods sent this hero to save Terranoth from a fiery fate. Okay, keep this card to speak to this great hero yourself. You may spend one action in a hex with another hero to take this card as a trophy. If that hero has more lore than you, also gain 1 lore. Can't do that. I'm cheating. I'm just playing with 1. Test your mind. Mind to make a quick buck by selling the youth Mike's Dragon's natural dragon repellent. Gain 1 gold for each success and take this card as a trophy. Mike's natural dragon repellent. Okay, sure, whatever. All right, well, I'll test that. So I get 2 tries on my skill check. So I got 1 and I got 2 and I did not get a success. So you know what? I'm going to go ahead and exert another card. And I'm going to draw another. I didn't get it. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and exert 1 more of my cards. See if I can get a success. I didn't get it. Oh, God. Okay, I got 1 more card I can exert. There's no limit to it. So I'll need a success from this or I botched it. No success. Okay. None of these have the little star symbol in it. That's very unfortunate. So we'll put that down. And then let's see here. Gain 1 gold for each success and take this as a trophy. You know what? I don't think I get this because I didn't get a success. So let me know if I'm wrong about that in the comments, but I believe that's the way to do that. So now that is my third action. I needed 2 to interact with that. So now we're going to take all 5 dice and we're going to try and see if we roll any wilds. Ooh, okay. I got 1 wild right there. So that means the dragon is going to move 1 up towards Tamalier. Horrible. Okay. So next up, I'm going to go ahead and move. I'm going to try to move right there and grab that last lore. This may be risky. Okay, that is not what I wanted. I'm going to go ahead and use my reroll that I get once per turn. And that is perfect. Okay, awesome. So I can go 1 with that and then use the mountains or the wild to move right under there. Now I still have 2 actions left. So I can go ahead and use this, take 1 lore from this card and advance the time track 1 space, resolve the time track space as normal, but do not skip any player's turn. So I think that would mean that I'm going to have to roll twice for Margath's movement, but at the same time, I get a lore. I have 4. He's down to 11 life. I have some good weapons. I'm feeling kind of confident. We'll see what happens. Okay, so I advanced it by using the 2 actions right there. This would go away. So, oh my God. Okay, I got 2. 1, 2. And then, oh my God, that's really horrible roll. So now I have to roll again because I moved the time track along. And oh, thank God. Okay, I didn't roll any wilds. So that's it. Now it's back to my turn and I'm going to have to try and catch this dragon. If he moves 1, 2, 3 more spaces with wilds, then the game is essentially lost. So let's see if I can catch that little booger. Okay, so here we go. I'll do a movement. And okay, I got 1, 2, 3. Okay. And now with my second action, I'll go ahead and try and catch him. And I got, I don't think that's going to work. I'm going to re-roll that. I'm going to use my once per turn re-roll. Okay, much better. 1, 2, 3. And then with my last action, oh, I'm getting excited, guys. I might die. Let's see here. A hero in the same, in Margoth's Hex may spend 1 action to flip this card over and engage in combat. Oh no, okay. So, I'm gonna flip him over. I'm gonna put him down. And this is it. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna move all these tokens off. If I don't beat him, he kills me permanently. So we'll go ahead and get my character out, and we'll put all of the lore down onto there. So I have 4 lore, so that's going to be 4 damage onto him automatically. So he is down to 11. And then he is going to go ahead and get all of these awesome dice plus his super-de-duper-de special guy right there. Okay, so these are going to be all of his. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. Okay, awesome. Put that right there. Now I'm going to get all of my tokens, and I get 3 that I started out with, plus my weapons that I have right over here. I'm going to go ahead and get +1 to my health for that, +2 over here, so I have 11. I got a couple different things I can do, so hopefully I don't forget to do them. And let's get into the boss battle. Okay, I'm really excited, guys. I think I have a good chance, but we will see. Okay, so as you can remember, whenever you engage a foe, deal 1 damage. So that'll be the last time I have to use that, or will get to use that. So boom, he is down to 10 life. Okay. So now we are going to go ahead and get all this nonsense out of the way. And I'm going to go ahead and cast Margoth's dice first, or tokens. And, oh, that doesn't look good. Okay, and then I'm going to go next. And, oh, I forgot to add my claw hand right there. Let's see what that does. Okay, awesome. And let's see here. You know what? I'm going to, so I got 2 initiative, he got 2 initiative, so I'm going to go first. And then, first off, I'm going to go ahead and use this. So 3 surges is going to be 5 damage. So wow, okay, that's awesome. I'm going to go ahead and do 5 damage onto him right off the bat. So he's going to block 1, but he's still going to take 4 damage. So that's, he's got 9 damage on him. He's got 6 life left. And then if I were him, I would probably go ahead and put this right onto there. So that's going to double that up. And then I would go ahead and, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and take this guy. And then once per combat round, as a combat action, you may remove a foe's whatever for a damage that cannot be blocked. Okay, that's 10. Okay, he's got 5 life left. Holy cow. All right, so that was awesome. And let's see here. Next up, I would probably use this to swing. So that's going to be 4 and then 5 damage. So that'll be 5 damage. I will block one right over there, and that's going to be 4 damage. Oof. Okay. So that's going to be 4 damage onto my character, Laurel. Didn't like that at all. And then I'm going to go ahead and do 3 damage onto him. But if you look closely here, he can use 2 surges to heal 3 damage. So I think that's just going to cancel out. So there is that turn. All right, so this is going to be round 2. And let's see what we got. All right, so I'll cast mine. And all right, let's see here. I got 2. He got 3. Okay. But you know what? That's not bad. He really didn't get too much beside more than that, so okay. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and use this to heal 3 for Margath. So Margath is going to heal for 3. Okay. And then next up, I would go ahead and use this to flip that guy over. So that's spent. Next up, I'd probably use this to flip one of your foe's tokens. I would probably use that to flip that back over there again as a surge ability. And then I can use a surge to recast one of my spent tokens, even if it's the surge I just spent. So, oh, perfect. Okay, I got the double back up again. So, I think with this, I would make me reflip that one, because that is going to hurt me. So I'll try and flip that again. Okay, nope. So that is gone. I am going to go ahead and double this up, and I think I might be close to killing him. He doesn't really have too much more to do besides 1 point of damage onto me, which I can't block. So I will take that over there. Then for my next action, I'm going to go ahead and once per combat round as a combat action, you may remove a foe's blank token. So I'm going to remove that. And that is going to be 1 point of damage. And I think I can do that next round. Yeah, okay, so he's got 1, 2, 8. And I'm going to do 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 damage onto him. 7 damage plus 8. That's 15. Okay, there we go. Yay! Okay, I won. Very cool. Okay, well, there it is. That was me fighting the High Lord Margath. This was the Ascendance of Margath, and we won. Thank you so much for watching this. I know this was a long one. I broke it into 2 videos. If you made it to the end, congratulations. You've earned multiple red beans and dice points, but I just wanted to let you guys know how this game plays out. It is a lengthy one, but it is really fun and rewarding. I love the openness and then the competitiveness between characters to kind of get to the dragon first and attack them. It's like, well, I could hopefully get a little more powerful and try to get in there, but you know, it is what it is. It's a really great game. As you can see, it came down to the wire there. I got really lucky with some of these rolls, and I had some really great items, but thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope you have a great one.